everybody, my name is Kenny Wayne Shepherd, and you're watching Rocknlive. Yeah, this album is basically me and the band returning to our musical roots, which is blues music. Blues music is what inspired me as a musician, as a child, to become a musician. So we're just going back and recording some of the songs from our heroes. Back to the palace of the king. We recorded the new album in a studio called Blade Studios in my hometown in Shreveport, Louisiana. And it's the very first album that I've ever recorded in my own hometown. So we had a really good time. I was surrounded by my family and my friends, and it made for a really great environment for recording the record. I used mainly Fender Stratocasters. I used a few vintage Stratocasters, my 61, 1959, 1958 Strats. I also used my Signature Series Stratocaster, and I used a couple of different guitars as well, but mainly Strats. And then I used a bunch of Fender amplifiers that were all modified for me by this man named Alexander Dumble. So he created some fantastic amplifiers, and I used about 4 or 5 different amps throughout the entire record. When the house is a rockin', don't bother knocking. When the house is a rockin', don't bother knocking. When the house is a rockin', don't bother, come on. Well, we recorded the album, the whole album, in 11 days, and then with the guest artists, we had already recorded the songs, so we sent the tracks for them to add their parts to it. When the band and I recorded the tracks initially, we were improvising. I mean, the whole it was kind of like a blank slate, so we could do whatever we wanted to. So we would improvise or get creative however we wanted to. But when we sent the tracks to the guest artists to play on, the songs were already the way they were, and they just added their parts to them. I Love the Life I Live was originally recorded by Muddy Waters, but yeah, I mean, most of the songs on this album and the songs that I tend to like, I like songs that have a positive message, and I feel like I Love the Life I Live is a pretty positive message. Don't you hit me? Hey, hey, well, it's all right. Well, all the guest musicians on the album are friends of mine, and I've known most of them for many, many years. But the main reason why I chose them to be on the album is because they're all extremely talented musicians, but each one of them has a deep understanding and appreciation for blues music. So I knew that whatever songs they played on, they would give a great performance, and they would contribute something significant to the record. When the guest artists played on their tracks, that's the only part of the album that we did that we didn't do the old-fashioned way, because everything else was done the old-fashioned way. But everybody's schedule is so busy that we ended up having to mail them the songs and have them add their parts after we had already recorded the song. So let's give it a go. Looking Back is actually a song, it's a flirtatious song. It's about a guy and a girl meeting each other, walking down the street, and noticing each other because they're attracted to each other. So it's actually a really fun song. Learning. If I only had to have one guitar, it would be my 1961 Stratocaster. That's like my favorite guitar. Everything about it is perfect for me. And I've toured the world many times with that guitar. So I'm pretty attached to that guitar. That's the only one I would. Back to the palace of the king. Wow, I don't know. I would probably, well, I don't really, it's just kind of like an E major chord, but whatever chord, it would have to have lots of open strings because then it sounds very full like this. You know, so it's like, it's just nice when notes ring very long, so probably anything that has lots of open strings. I guess an E chord would be nice. Don't bother knocking when the house is a rockin'. Don't bother knocking when the house is a rockin'. Don't bother, come on in. Actually, I think we're planning on coming to do some shows here in autumn. So we just finished a European tour. Unfortunately, we didn't have any shows in France for this previous tour, but I believe that they're going to book some for us to come back here in October and November of this year. Yes, we're planning on probably, well, not this summer, but next summer, because I hear that this summer it's a little bit complicated because of all the football, so I think it's complicating the festivals and the scheduling. So we're going to play some summer festivals next year. I would just say, you know, thank you for supporting us if you're already a fan of the band. If you're not and you're hearing about us for the first time, check out the music and listen to all of our previous albums as well, so you can get an idea of what the band is all about. But I guarantee you'll like what you'll hear. So let's give it a go.